You are now entering the world of a movie review. A world full of drama, joy, ridicule, movie spoilers, unpopular opinions, and adult humor for as far as the eye can see. Welcome to An Evening at the Movies.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to everybody's favorite movie review based podcast. This is An Evening at the Movies. Um, for those of you who do not know, this is the podcast where we eat the stale popcorn, we drink the watered down sodas, and we talk about all of our favorite movies and why we love them. And talk amongst yourselves for a minute, please.
Looks like you are required to give some attention.
All right. Well, as second in command, I guess I'll take over. Yeah,
I'm a private.
Yeah, you are. You got the privates.
A private who's into corporal punishment.
Hey, I'm not going to yuck your yum. Whatever makes you happy. This is An Evening at the Movies, your favorite movie-based podcast. I am your host, Amanda, and yeah, we're here, and we're a little late to the game, but that's because we have a special guest that we're super excited about. So, without further ado, welcome back, Shana Banana.
Hello, I'm so excited. I have not been on in so long, and I just get to come back for one of my favorite movies to just be done with. So I am super excited. I'm prepared for all the stupidity. Mostly mine.
We are very happy you're here because definitely we need two women to discuss this women's empowerment movie and the genius that is Elle Woods. So I'm very glad that you're here for this.
Yes.
Kasey, you might want to refrain from making any kind of negative or defamatory statements or gestures about this movie, or we both might kill you live on air. You will not say anything bad about this movie.
Did he mute us?
He muted me. I will leave this room right now and start my own live without you on it. What's up?
You're both pretty.
What's up?
Whatever.
You're both pretty.
Come at me, bruh.
It's like I have to choose between mom and dad and the divorce.
I mean, we know who's cooler, but
who do I want to live with? I want to live in a van by the river.
I don't know. That guy was pretty mad about his van down by the river. I don't know if you want that.
I could pull it off.
He yelled about it every single time he told someone.
In a van by the river.
Exactly.
And we are literally 3.5 minutes into the show, and here we go again.
With what?
Look at the bottom of your screen.
Ramon. Is that an earthquake? No, it's Ramon. Sorry, Ramon. We no. We're live recording now, so you can chat with us here, or you can listen to our lovely voices. And if you haven't seen that movie, it's Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. It's Ramon.
All to rent a car. All to borrow a car.
Fun.
Yes.
Is that an earthquake?
No, it's Ramon.
I am the ocean and you are Columbus. Discover me, Ramon. Just discover me. Sorry. It's not the
also, if you want to hear our review and opinions on Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, you can check out our playlist because I was on for that one too.
Yes, you were, and that was a great episode.
And I lost control of that episode as well. So
that would imply that you had it to begin with.
Exactly.
No.
When you're just along for the ride. You're the color commentator.
I mean,
you're the Vanna.
I can end the stream as we speak right now. If you want to just walk away and all that, I can end the stream too. So it is what it is.
Just when I thought the marriage was saved. Just when I thought there was hope.
So anyway, introductions all aside, welcome back, everybody. It is Women in History Month for the month of March, and we are here to discuss movies with female, female-led movies. Last week we discussed Bad Moms. This week we discussed
Who's
really
typing?
Sorry, it's me.
It's really loud and it's causing Kasey to cut out.
Sorry. It's me. It's me. Sorry.
She does it all the time. I'm used to it.
Problem it's her.
I don't do it all the time, but
her mouth is covered in
Every
fur.
episode.
Hey, actually, Shana, if you were here for last week's episode, you would know how I feel about fur-covered muffs.
Do you keep your panty hamster hairless?
No.
Yeah.
We had a whole discussion about this last week.
I'm going to have to check it out because now I have to know where people stand.
I had to give Kasey a very thorough tongue lashing over criticizing women's nether regions and how they are,
or even armpit hair,
cared for. I find armpit hair to be disgusting, and I wish men and women shaved it, but that's just me. So
if you maintain it properly, you're welcome, listeners. Do not shave my armpits bald because number one, I have mobility issues, and number two, I also have a bleeding disorder. So when you put a razor in my hand and put it to skin that is delicate, it's a no-go. It's like a dude shaving his balls with, Parkinson's. That'd be bad.
Oh, God. Yeah, that would be terrible.
And she's like, oh, my God.
The more you know. You have to get the right trimmer. It's all about the right trimmer.
Well, I trim it. I just don't go in there with like a straight razor.
Probably a good call.
Yeah.
So yeah, week 2 of women-led movies.
And women-led armpit hair.
Exactly. You can move to France. That's what they do in Europe, right?
Toe fro? What do you do about your toe fro?
My what now?
Your toe fro?
Oh. I do stuff about it. I have a very reliable electronic battery operated trimmer.
I just let that little wildebeest go. And then
but then you can't get it. It allows for better accessibility if you trim it up.
How much hair are you growing on your big toe?
Are you talking about my literal big toe?
Yes. What do you think
Okay, that's not what I thought. I thought you were talking about my camel toe.
No, I was talking about the toe fro. Like,
why are we talking about this? I shave it. I shave my big toe for everybody that wants to know that. Because it's gross.
You can call me Frodo. Froto.
Guys can get away with that. Girls can't, right?
I can, because I don't care.
Fair.
What about you, Kasey? Do you let your big toe grow hair?
I do no extra shaving that I absolutely don't have to do.
So we probably have comparable big toes. Fair enough.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, mine's not like noticeable, but if you like get it in the light just right, you can see the little hairs standing up.
Yeah. Nobody's worried about that. I don't think.
What do you think about Elle Woods? Do you think she waxes her big toe, or do you think she's good with just shaving it?
I think she waxes everything.
I think she probably lasers.
Fair. I bet
she got
what could be lasered was lasered, and I'll bet everything else is waxed.
Yeah.
She's a Bel Air girl with lots of money. She can do all the things to keep herself looking like a regulation hottie.
Yeah. Which she is. Got her
That she
part
is.
Harvard.
What?
I said it's partially what got her into Harvard.
Exactly. I know. Well, I was going to say this. We're going to start talking about the movie, obviously, but I was like, we have to look at this and realize that Elle Woods was a DEI admit to Harvard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. All those pervy old men were like, finding all the reasons like she's got a GPA of 4.0.
She made some faux fur panties. Oh, clearly she's a philanthropist.
And a friend to animals.
Yeah, pervy old Harvard guys need a hot girl to look at.
Yep.
Hence why we are discussing Legally Blonde this week. Kasey, are you falling asleep?
No. I'm along for the ride.
All right. Well, what's up with Legally Blonde?
For those of you who don't know, Legally Blonde released on July 13th, 2001, was directed by Robert Luketic. Released by MGM, had an $18 million budget, made a whopping $142 million at the box office. If you have not seen it, it is currently available to stream on the Cock, otherwise known as Peacock.
My college mascot was the peacock, and we used to yell "Go Cox."
Yeah, like South Carolina, Gamecocks. Who came up with that idea?
It's terrible.
Awful.
A bunch of dumbass freaking old people. And also, I do have a couple Rotten Tomato scores that I can guarantee at least one of the two women, if not both of them, are going to shit their pants over.
Tells me it's lower
would
than it
you-
should.
Would you ladies like to wager a guess as to how low these scores are?
I'm gonna go 34.
Damn, Gina. You lowballed the shit out of this. And you have to do tomato meter and popcorn meter.
The tomato. What's the difference again?
Tomatoes the critics, popcorn's the audience.
Audience, I'm gonna go 70.
And critics, you're going 34?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the critics typically are made of middle-aged men back then. And they wouldn't like a movie that gave women any kind of perception of power.
Back then or
Even now, but I mean, they were
but no, I know.
politically incorrect to actually verbalize it.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little nicer than Shana. I'm gonna put the critic score at I'm gonna do tomato meter at 69.
Of course.
And and I'm gonna do the popcorn meter at 79.
So 3 out of your 4 guesses were fairly close, but
My 34 was probably way off.
I hope so. Okay, good.
yes, it was it was way off by pretty close to fucking half.
I can't be expected to be pretty in now.
We have a high standard on an evening at the movies. Thank you very much. We need you to up your game.
Would you prefer I be pretty or smart right now? You got to pick one.
Pretty, always pick pretty.
That's what I was gonna say, but
Okay.
And I smell fantastic.
Armpits full of hair and all. She smells amazing.
Yep. Because I groom that shit
All right.
So what are the scores?
So on 250,000 plus audience reviews, the popcorn meter gave it a 72%.
Oh, that's bullshit. Fucking misogyny. Fuck the patriarchy. Uh-oh. We lost Shana.
Shanna
She said,
off.
fuck this shit, ain't my shit.
I mean, literally, said what the audience score was, and she fucking bounced the fuck out the door.
Yeah, she's not here for it. She'll be back.
I'm kind of hoping she comes back so she can hear how bad her guess on the tomato meter was.
Yeah, it's at least got to be in the 60s. Just go ahead and, oh, there she is.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Damn, Gina, did it shock
We
that
literally
much?
pissed.
It probably did.
And on 151 critic reviews, this movie also got a 72%. Which I really don't get,
Blasphemy.
because this movie is not that bad, and it may not necessarily be everybody's cup of tea, but it's not a fucking horrible movie.
This movie is fantastic. It's a classic. So, fuck the patriarchy. That's what's going on with that. Sorry, you guys. I had to have a bite of my bread.
That's fine.
Okay, so Legally Blonde actually was nominated for some awards. So we'll go over that real quick, and then I'll tell people what it's about if you've been living under a rock.
I can almost guarantee you it wasn't a freaking Academy Award.
God damn it, we lost her again.
What?
And there she is again.
I don't think that was her as much as that was me.
Oh, okay.
I hit a key on the keyboard, and I think I booted Shana.
It's okay, I'm back.
Fucking keyboard keys. God. All right. So, sorry, I have to read off my list.
Trying everything I can to get control back of my show.
Our show.
Just
anyway.
Not 2 weeks ago it wasn't.
Legally Blonde received 2 Golden Globe nominations, one for Best Picture, Comedy, or Musical, and Best Actress for Reese Witherspoon. Unfortunately for them, that was the year of Moulin Rouge, which took both of those awards for the movie and for Nicole Kidman. So can't be too mad at that.
I'll be right back. I gotta run Larry to the bathroom, but talk amongst yourselves.
It was also nominated for a Kids' Choice Award for Reese Witherspoon as a favorite female movie star. Got several MTV Movie Awards. It was nominated for Best Movie, Best Female Performance for Reese, and then it won Best Comedy Performance for Reese, Best Dressed for Reese Witherspoon, and Best Line, which is one of my favorites in the movie. Oh, I like your outfit, except when I dress up as a frigid bitch, I try not to look so constipated. And then last, it got several.
Movie is insanely quotable.
Yeah, this movie is insanely quotable. It won the Teen Choice Award for Movie of the Summer. And then Victor Garber was nominated for Choice Sleazebag. And
well served.
And I didn't look up to see which scene, but said she was nominated for Choice Hissy Fit. I just have to say about Victor Garber, he has been one of my old man crushes since Alias, when he wasn't even really that old, but he's so hot. I know he's old and I know he's gay, but I don't care. He's hot.
Was Alias before or after Titanic?
Before.
Okay.
Maybe during. No. I'm sorry. Alias was after.
Okay.
Titanic was 97.
He was hot in Titanic too.
Oh yeah, he was. Alias was 2001, so it was after. My bad. But yeah, just love Victor Garber. But yeah, he's a complete sleazebag in this movie. I don't know who he lost the Teen Choice Award to, but might have been the dick from Moulin Rouge. That guy was pretty bad too. So, all right. So, for people who don't know, Legally Blonde follows Elle Woods, a fashionable sorority president who gets into Harvard Law School to win back her ex-boyfriend Warner. Initially dismissed as frivolous, Elle embraces her intelligence and unique style to excel in her studies, eventually winning a high-profile murder case through her knowledge of fashion and perm maintenance. The rules of hair care are simple and finite. Any Cosmo girl would have known.
You don't let a perm for 24 hours.
Even I know that, and I've only had one perm in my life. So, Velma was a little fat liar in this movie, wasn't she?
She sure was.
No.
Lots of liars in this movie.
Yep.
All right, ladies. No, let's get the short part of this discussion out of the way right off the bat, because I feel like there's one of these questions that there really isn't going to be a whole hell of a lot to say about it. So, what about this movie doesn't work for both of you?
It's too short. I don't know.
One thing, and I'm probably like way overthinking this, but a lot of women kind of use this as like a don't underestimate me kind of thing, as like a battle cry for don't underestimate me. But at the same time, it kind of bothered me that people were getting angry for perceiving her the way she put herself out into the world. Like, if you put yourself out that these are the only things that are important to you, then don't be surprised when people are like, wait, you know about this? You know, if you portray yourself in a certain way, you can't then turn around and say it's your fault for seeing me that way.
Well, but I think that, yeah, her in the beginning, she's obviously spoiled and frivolous and,
Right.
Cares about certain things. But
it rapidly
that doesn't mean, though, that she's not tenacious, that she's not smart, that she's not determined.
Exactly.
She is just exhibiting those qualities about things that other people think are frivolous because she doesn't know any better.
Right.
So I get that she's kind of like, she's presenting herself as this ditzy person, but she's presenting herself as who she is. It just so happens that she's a, spoiled Bel Air girl who everybody loves.
Right. But just what I'm saying, I guess what I'm getting at is don't be offended when people act surprised that there's more to you when you haven't shown more.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I just think that, it's easy to underestimate when someone is showing tenacity, but it's not in a way you think they should.
Right.
Like her being sorority president and trying to do all that. Like, it's, yes, being in a sorority seems silly and all this other stuff, but being the president of your sorority is a pretty big fucking deal. So just because other people think it's stupid doesn't mean that,
Right.
But yeah, I see what you're saying too.
Anybody with half a brain would think it's stupid.
Anyway, I think the only thing, and I try not to think about it because this movie is so much fun and it's the end of the movie and it's all this stuff, but obviously the courtroom scene where, Elle clicks about the perm and then completely changes her demeanor because she knows she's got that girl right where she wants her. Like, that whole scene is epic and I don't want to take anything away from it. But I do think we jumped really fast from Elle not being that smart about the law to, oh, now that she caught this girl in a lie about hair care, she's going to be that good in every trial moving forward.
Right. Like, she would not have the same success charge or, on a regular murder case that didn't have those elements to it.
Right. And it's not to say that she can't get there. And obviously she does if you've seen the sequel. But like, to go from, oh, she can't do anything, I don't know. That was a bit of we're supposed to assume, that she's this, and they kind of tell us she's got this offer from this great law firm and blah, 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 blah. So obviously she keeps going on that track, but it was just a little unbelievable.
Well, it's also very, very unbelievable that this high-profile lawyer is so overbooked that he would allow first-year law students to assist him with this high-profile case. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely not. Like what he had Vivian doing is what all of them would be doing. Go get me a coffee. Go get my lunch. Go make 10,000 copies of this piece of paper. Go read this 1,000 pages and bring me back the Cliff Notes. Like they would not be interviewing witnesses. They would
Right.
not be, any of those things. Yeah, for sure. All right, Kasey, I feel like if anybody's going to have something, it's probably going to be you. So what doesn't work for you about this movie?
Honestly, the only thing I have is the fact that, and it's along the same lines with the ending portion being the trial scene and all that, but I wasn't a big fan of the whole how fast it literally went from, what's going to happen to all of a sudden, oh, he's gay. That's how we're going to get what's her face off. I mean,
the pool boy or whatever.
Yeah, the pool boy being gay, and that's how they end up getting, yeah, Allie Larder off of.
That's definitely the start of the turnaround for the, and then that's where she's like, okay, we've got a liar. So then that kind of is the preemptive to her getting this big break about the perm. Like that was her, her bringing that to them is what opened their eyes to the potential that Elle had, like had she, I don't know.
Don't stomp your last season Prada shoes at me, honey. One of the best lines ever. These aren't last season. I love that part. Warner, what kind of shoes are these? Black ones? I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think that I actually thought that was really well paced, but because it wasn't that big. Like her being unfaithful wasn't really, I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but even the first time I watched this, I went into it assuming she didn't kill her husband. Like, especially because Elle's like fighting for her and the lawyer doesn't believe her. So I guess I never had a doubt that she was innocent. And so maybe that's why that felt fine to me, because it was like, well, yeah, her being unfaithful isn't really the moral of the story. And she didn't kill him anyway, so who cares? But I guess if you don't make that assumption, I could see where you're coming from.
Like I would ever date or sleep with a man that wears a thong.
I just like to watch him clean the filter.
So yeah, there really isn't a whole lot about this movie to not get on board with. I feel like if somebody else was here, who shall remain nameless, who wants us to rank not bad people from 1 to 4. But I digress. Okay. For the next 2.5 hours, we will be discussing everything that is great about this movie.
I mean, can we just go frame by frame?
I will sit back here and drift off into the shadows while the girls take control of the show. So the floor is yours, ladies.
I'd like to start with her
greatness
boobs.
of Legally Blonde.
Oh, we're just going straight to the boobs? Okay.
I can get on board with that one. I will say that, yes.
Yeah.
Now I will drift off into the shadows. The floor is yours.
He's like, I've got things to think about.
Like Reese's boobs.
Yeah.
You're breaking up with me because I'm too
honestly,
blonde?
Everything about Reese's. My first discussion point that I have, though, is the fact that Reese is a national treasure.
She is.
Obviously.
She can do drama. She can do. She can be funny as fuck. She can do ditzy, spoiled, blah 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 comedy like Legally Blonde.
She can do grieving mother like nobody's business.
Yes,
Yeah,
the devil's knot, right? Is that what you're talking
and
about?
Yeah.
then at the same time, in real life, she's an incredibly smart woman who is insanely fucking hot. Not taking anything away
Very.
from everything else, but if you're a red-blooded straight American male, well, even international male, and don't
Or
think
female.
Reese Witherspoon is
Or
hot,
female, I wouldn't kick her
then
out of bed.
you're stupid.
She's not completely
Well,
unfortunate.
Exactly. She's very
so
classically
I mean,
beautiful.
yeah,
But she has that
and
ability,
I.
like the
It's
sex
not just
appeal.
a blonde thing though either. When she went dark hair for freaking Walk the Line,
Or
I was
Overnight
on
Delivery.
board for that as well.
Overnight
Gorgeous.
Delivery is
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies with her in it and Paul Rudd.
I have actually never seen that.
Oh my gosh, it is fantastic.
Wait,
So fun.
Amanda has not seen a movie with Paul Rudd in it.
Or and Reese Witherspoon. I'm very unhappy with myself right now. I'm gonna have to go watch this immediately. Well, what's crazy about this movie is that she had just, she's coming off of Election, and then before that, she was the man on the moon. And then another like sort of like drama movie. Now, Election is like a dark comedy, and obviously, between Tracy Flick and Madeline McKenzie on Big Little Lies, she can play a vicious bitch really well too.
What about
So
the Freeway?
Freeway, that's what I was trying to think of. So you had Freeway, you had Man on the Moon, and then Election, which, I think Election really kind of like solidified her as this up and coming star, but Legally Blonde was like her breakout role. Like
Cruel
it's one
Intentions
of the things
up
she's
there,
most
too.
famous for. What?
Cruel Intentions too.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I forgot about Cruel Intentions. Which she's good into, but I think I was glad to see her do something different than like again, it was just something different. She hadn't had like a main character like girl everybody loves, everybody wants to be her, like all of this stuff. Like she hadn't had that before, and she nailed it. I love this movie so much.
I do too. I hadn't seen it in a very long time, and it was so much fun just to watch again.
I think one of the things we have to talk about is how quotable this movie is. Like
Yeah.
this movie has really stood the test of time as far as like being quotable. Like I don't think there's a person on earth that doesn't know what you're talking about when you say exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't just shoot their husbands. They just don't.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, well, then show them a picture of his dick. That might clear a few things up. That's one of my favorite parts.
When they're talking about the old man, like, why would you marry
Yeah.
34 years older than her?
He's like, he's 35 years older than you. That doesn't look good to a jury. Well, then show him a picture of his dick. And I will say, I say this in my everyday life, but when Elle finds out that Warner's engaged, and she's like, I'm sorry, I just hallucinated. What? Like, I say that in my everyday life. Like, it's so funny.
I like to yell
And-
like she does when she got the final slot in the law team.
Yes. Oh, Warner, remember those 4 amazing hours we spent in that hot tub after winter formal? This is so much better than that.
Then she saw Blair Vivian looks at him, she's like, 4 hours?
4 hours. And like obviously the bend and snap, like everybody knows the bend and snap. Oh, here's my Kasey, just for you, my Taylor Swift reference. Dear reader, Bend when you can, snap when you have to. It's one of my. I love that she took bend and snap and turned it into that lyric because it's perfect. Bend when you can, snap when you have to, which is different than the bend and snap, but still. What are you doing?
What?
What's going on right now?
I heard the theme from
What is?
Halloween.
My phone rang, so I turned the freaking volume off.
I thought I was hallucinating.
I just hallucinated. What?
I was like, I live alone. What's happening? Wrong season.
I used to have a little poster in my office at work that says, "Live every day like Elle Woods after Warner told her she wasn't smart enough for law school."
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the main theme of this movie.
Was that the half a closet sized office?
Yes. But yeah, when she's like, "I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be," and then goes on to show them how valuable she is. Like, fuck all you guys.
My grandmother, smartest woman I've ever known in my entire life, the one that always told me to wear the perfume like it is a special occasion.
Margie?
Huh?
Marjorie?
My grandma Ruthie, but yes.
Oh, okay.
She would always tell people or tell me, she's like, don't do things to prove them wrong. Do things to prove yourself right.
Well, there you go. That's a good way to think about it.
Mm-hmm. Like if they don't think you do it, you can do it, but you think you can, prove yourself right. Don't prove them wrong because they don't matter.
Well, and I think the thing about Elle that is so amazing is that, with a few exceptions in the movie, she just exudes confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if she is being like ditzy and silly, like, for example, we think that she's this silly, vapid, like sorority girl. When she's at that dinner with Warner and he's like, "I want to talk about our future," and she's like, "I am fully amenable to that conversation." Nobody uses the word amenable unless they're very smart. Like, that's not a word people use. So she has these moments where she drops things that you're like, and again, when Emmett is talking to her outside the class and he's like, "Yeah, they do that Socratic method." If she wasn't smart, she would have no idea what Socratic method meant. But she said, she acted like she knew what he meant. So you get these little tidbits, but even when she's not sure, she's still like super confident.
And not only that, but the kind of confidence that would be required to have when she walks into that quote unquote costume party and people are like, "Why are you dressed like that?"
Going.
Never once did she say, "Vivian told me it was a costume party."
Yep.
She's just like, "I wanted to try something different." And she wore it with confidence.
Yeah.
And
you literally read my mind because that's where I was going, was the fact that she didn't, sell Vivian out. She knows she can take Vivian. She doesn't need Warner's sympathy when it comes to that. Like, and it's like, I don't want to win him back by getting like, sad points. I want to win him back because I'm the better woman, which at that moment, she thinks that's what she wants. And she thinks she is the better woman for him. So it's not like sneaky, you know what I mean?
You never want to lose sneaky. You never want to win someone just because someone else lost them.
Right.
Another Grandma Ruthie wisdom words of wiseness.
Nice. And like, can you imagine the courage it took for her to show up to the library, to their little like study table with her ex-boyfriend that she's still in love with and the girl that he's engaged to. And she just shows up and she's like, "Oh, hi, look, I brought sustenance. I'm here to join your study group." Like, yes, she's trying to win Warner back, but she also still is just like this optimist who thinks everybody's going to be nice. Everybody's going to do the right thing. And she's also a little spoiled and thinks everybody loves her. But, like that takes some fucking balls.
But it's easy to have that when you look like that and are raised like that.
Fair. That's fair.
Having pretty privilege is definitely a thing.
But you also get the sense that her parents don't take her seriously. They don't think she's smart either. Like,
for sure.
They've raised her to be a vapid narcissist, and surprisingly, she's not.
They raised her to be a trophy
Yeah, she's spoiled, don't get me wrong, but she doesn't think she's just going to get by on her looks. You know what I mean? Like, she knows that she can do more than that. And that's what when her dad's like, law school is for people who are serious and boring and ugly, and you are none of those things. Like, I think she knows she has something more to give to the world. And it sucks that she had to figure it out that way, but it worked out for the best for her.
Yeah.
Kasey, do you have thoughts on anything we just said?
That was a lot to process.
It typically is when it comes to.
Fair.
I mean, I'm a guy. My thoughts are pretty simple.
Did you lose them?
No, it's like you can say them out loud. We'll let you.
I mean, I don't need you to let me do anything. They're all up there. They just don't want to find their way out.
As a male, do you think, and I know this is a loaded question and it's probably putting you in front of the firing squad of the female listeners, but if you, as a male, had 2 applications and they both had equal aptitude and not their IQs, but their LSATs and their GPA and everything were very, very similar, and you had a Vivian and you had an L and you only had 1 spot, which one you giving it to? As a male.
As a male.
As in only using his maleness to make this decision? Because that's easy.
If he was on the board of admission.
Harvard University?
Yes. If you had been on that board, would she have gotten in?
Would Elle have gotten in?
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
And is that because of the paperwork or because of the application video? You could be honest.
Gone wild.
Yeah.
To be fair, Kasey probably would have saw Coppola in the credits and been like, okay, she's in.
Yeah.
I hired a Coppola to direct my admissions video.
Yeah. Coppola had nothing to do with why I would allow that video to get her into Harvard Law.
And can we just for a moment discuss, and I don't own anything as expensive
2
as a Tiffany necklace, but her wearing it in the pool made me so anxious. Like the chlorine is going to destroy that.
No, if it's real gold and a real diamond, it'll survive.
The Tiffany necklace, is it gold or is it silver or platinum?
Or it's probably platinum.
Yeah.
It was silver, you're right.
But like that made me nervous. Like, what if it goes down the pool filter? And then secondly, like the amount of sequins on her bathing suits, like sequins to me are sharp and they're not soft. So like it would be uncomfortable.
Well, you're not like, okay, because I loved that bathing suit and I loved that she had it in like 4 different colors.
I think it's adorable, but it's just not practical.
Okay, so I'm going to say when I was about 70 pounds lighter, I had a very beautiful, like most beautiful swimsuit I've ever owned, bikini that had sequins. It wasn't full sequined like that, but it was a lot. And if you're a smaller person, unless you're like holding your arms across your chest or like it's not really going to bother you. Because you're not going to be rubbing up against it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess I've always been on the heavier side, so everything always just kind of chafes. So
right.
I'm just
and like if you're trying to cross your legs and you're heavy, yeah, that's going to chafe your inner thighs. But if you're little like she is, like
that's true. And
it's not going to bother you.
She had clear cleavage in it, so
yeah.
They aren't like. But yeah.
But I get what you're saying, because that bikini I had wasn't even full sequined, and I couldn't wear it now. It'd be scratching me all over the place. So, it'd be scratching the side of my arms from the boobs. Like, but that's just not a problem somebody her size has.
Right.
So.
That makes perfect sense.
And also it's obviously fashion design for a movie. But yeah, I loved that she had it all those different colors, like just
the purple, the turquoise, all Lisa Frank colors.
Yes. I think that's another thing which maybe we won't talk too long about because Kasey will fall asleep, but the fashion in this movie is so on point. Like,
it's so fun.
When Elle shows up and she's got that beret on and that off the shoulder shirt with like the bright pink pants, like, I mean, all of her outfits are amazing. Like, everything she wears is just amazing. But that was like, she just looks so chic and so like excited. And she shows up and they're like, oh, look at Malibu Barbie. And she's not even phased because she knows she looks fucking amazing.
I thought she looked absolutely adorable in that purple beanie.
Yes, she did. with the purple Muppet coat. Mm-hmm. She walked so Taylor Swift could run at the Eras Tour.
Yeah. So cute.
Yeah. And of course the dress at the end. I mean, it's that iconic pink dress. See? Dizzy Lizzie, whoever, Lizzie, I'm going to say Lizzie. Lizzie loves Legally Blonde because Lizzie has good taste.
That's a tongue twister. Lizzie loves Legally Blonde.
Dizzy Lizzie was a bear. Oh, wait, no. Dizzy Lizzie was a lizard. Stop me.
Couldn't survive in a blizzard.
Got one of those? Okay, so Kasey, do you have anything to add before I move on to my next point? I want to make sure you get to talk. Unless it's about boobs again.
I don't think so.
So I guess the next thing I was going to talk about that I feel like is really great about this movie is that you think it's following the typical rom-com scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't. It just flips it on its head and is like, go fuck yourself, Warner. Like, and I love that she uses his own line against him. Like, it starts out as like, oh, she's trying to win her boyfriend back. But then she's realizing, more and more that she's too good for him. And she knows it. And he's like, if I'm going to be a senator by the time I'm 30, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn. And then she's like, if I'm going to be a... Oh, yeah.
No, what I was going to say is I love how they teased at the possibility of there being chemistry between her and Luke Wilson, but the objective of the movie was not for them to end up together.
Exactly.
Like, that was just an afterthought, like just a little tidbit of it. It was her realizing that she was just fine on her own, and then she didn't need a relationship to make her better. She needed herself. So like, I loved that it wasn't like with the typical rom-com, it was, oh, they fall in love with the new person, they realize that the person that they love isn't for them and they fall in love with this new person. But that isn't, like you said, it flipped it on its head where it turned that aspect of it into a minor point of the story.
Right.
It was like a epilogue kind of thing.
And
like Ellen Warren.
She's growing and she's realizing, just like what we said, the frivolous things she cared about in college, as she's getting older, she's in law school, she's learning more about like the seriousness of life. She's realizing that Warner is really a bad person. They're talking about the whole alibi thing. And he's like, who cares about Brooke? Think about yourself. And she's just like, well, I gave her my word. Like, she's putting, like, we already know. I mean, as soon as the guy walks in with his fucking sunglasses on in the dark, we know this guy's a douchebag. He dumps her and goes and marries this other girl gets engaged to this other girl. Like, we know as the audience that he's a douchebag. But watching Elle figure it out and watching her figure out that she's like, when she finds out he got waitlisted, she's realizing I'm smarter than him. I'm a better person than him. Like, he's not good enough for me. And I love that journey for her in this movie. And, you know, they almost get you, and she's like, oh, Warner, I've been waiting so long to hear you say that. But if I'm going to be a partner in a law firm by the time I'm 30, I need a boyfriend who's not such a complete boner.
And I love the relationship that her and Vivian ended up having too, because she helped Vivian realize that she was better than Warren too.
Warner.
Yeah, him too.
But yes. And yeah, and it's interesting too that Vivian starts to see it too. When he makes that comment, you know, you see Elle's face, but they pan back to Vivian too, and she's like, wait, what? Like, yeah, she's a brat. She's an East Coast little bitchy bitch, but at the end of the day, she's not really a terrible person.
She's a girl's to the core, you know, once she realizes it.
Right. She's been raised to believe she has to do a certain thing, just like Warner was. The problem was Warner was raised to be a douchebag, and that's how he ended up. But I would almost give him a pass, you know, 5 generations of senators. Like, yes, he has things he has to live up to, but he could be the change, and he just doesn't care to be. So he's a douchebag. Kasey, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that thought, I don't have anything. Honestly. Other than the fact that Warner's a straight up douche.
Totally. Take your sunglasses off, dude. It's fucking dark outside. Ugh, I hate that. I hate it so much. So, okay, you guys go. Is there something I haven't mentioned that you guys love? Oh, sorry. Paulette. We got to talk about Paulette.
Getting the dog back.
Taking the dog, dumbass.
Otherwise known as
Stifler's mom.
Okay. Is that what you're going to say, Kasey?
That's what I was saying. Oh. You took my thought, so.
It was me. I did that. Sorry, I'm not a mind reader.
Oh, Stifler's mom. Jennifer Coolidge is also a national treasure. Let's just put that out there. Like, I love that because her career kind of lulled for a little bit, and then just like out of nowhere, she's like everything again. Oh my God, she was so good when she guest starred on Friends.
Yes.
I feel like a complete arse. Well, in America, you're just an ass. But yeah, she's so amazing. I love her. Her and the UPS guy, like, she had some really good one-liners too. Like, just, you know, he followed his pecker to greener pastures.
Yeah. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Well, that's the next one, but yes.
Yeah. What, Larry Quinn?
But yeah, their friendship is so adorable, and, you know, just, I love how they kind of make each other better too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good surprise in the movie. I love that you go into this movie thinking it's going to be some kind of rom-com, and then it really isn't. And it's really just about, you know, believing in yourself. I mean, that's ultimately, if you're going to sum up this whole movie in one thing, this movie is about believing in yourself.
Empowerment.
Whether you're a woman or not. Like, it's just about, you know, knowing what you're capable of and believing in that and going for it. And I think that's a message everybody can get behind.
This is like the female version of Magic Mike.
What?
Like, you can do anything if you just believe in yourself. Like, she's going to law school and he's becoming a male stripper. Both entertain me equally.
Yeah, but for her, that was a really long walk from point A to point B. For him, it was like not even a full hop on one foot.
Yeah. Either way, I'm here for it. Both which scenarios would cause me to diddle the skittle.
Did somebody call a ambulance?
My ankle itches. I know, completely off topic. Way off topic, but I just thought I would share in case it sounds like I'm breathing heavy. It's because I'm scratching.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry. This is random. Another one of my favorite quotes. You think she just woke up one morning and said, I think I'll go to law school today? It's pink. Oh, and it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra. Don't you think?
He's
So
like,
cute.
Like, I go here.
Yeah. You go where?
Here.
I totally forgot you go here. I go here. She's talking about it like they're in middle school.
Like, we go to the same high school. You got into Harvard? Like, it's hard? Or Yale or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like people know, but I feel like it bears repeating. Like, the LSATs are fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, you got the LSATs, the MCAT, and then I think the CPA exam is the one that's rated the hardest. But all three of those are like, do you know the percentage of people that don't pass those the first time? So even if she just got 4 points above the minimum, she still fucking passed it on her first try, which is more than a lot of people do. So I feel like
the thing is, you got to watch her.
Never about to give her credit.
You got to watch her work at it too. It's not like she just, oh, I went and took the LSATs and I passed. Look at me. You got, like the 145 at first, and you saw her studying with people and giving up the things that she loved in order to do this. Granted, it was so she could get in to win Warren back, but at the same time, it ended up changing her future.
Right. And the point is that she can do it. Like, and she's
willing to put in hard work.
I don't need a backup. I'm going to Harvard.
Yep.
Girls, I'm going to Harvard. Like, for her, it is already a foregone conclusion. And again, that's one of the things about Elle that is so, like, you never see her question if she can do this.
Nope. Because she already
just does it.
And you can tell she was raised that, it's not the old, the whole you can do anything you want. It's like, if you want something, you have to work for it. That she was, willing to put in that kind of work for it. She, that
which is surprising.
Yeah.
Given the way her parents acted for the 30 seconds we saw them, like, it's very surprising that she has that work ethic. But I think if we saw like a young Elle Woods, my guess would be that this is just gonna be my guess. I'm gonna go a little deep. I'm gonna guess that her mom and dad probably aren't very happy. They're very frivolous. She looks at her mom and sees a girl who went from, in the words of Rachel's mom, from my parents' house to the sorority house to my husband's house, and never did anything of her own. And she probably said, I'm not going to end up like that. Again, I'm reading a lot into it, but I don't think you have the tenacity that she has with those parents unless something clicked with you that's like, okay, I love my mom and dad, but I'm not going to be like them.
Yep. I want more.
Yeah.
I'm
not going to rely on a man to make me happy.
Larry is sitting beside me, demolishing Buzz Lightyear.
That sounds dirty. Does Buzz need a cigarette?
Probably.
All right, Kasey. What are your thoughts?
Yes.
What are the things that you have to say that we haven't talked about? Because you said you have thoughts, so I'm guessing that we haven't touched on some of your thoughts.
You guys pretty much covered everything, though. I mean, I didn't have a crap load of thoughts, but just about everything that I had written down, you guys have gone over pretty in-depthly.
Do you have any quotes? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Shana.
I was just going to ask, like, for Amanda and I, this is typically a movie that we're like, oh, this movie's on, I'm going to watch it. Is this that kind of movie for you? Because, sometimes the male perspective doesn't enjoy the movie the same way that we do, because we're like, oh, it's quotable for girls. But, it's probably not a movie that you quote often. So if you were to run across it on TV, is it one that you would turn on, or is it just one that you enjoy and watched for the recording, or like where is it at on your rewatchability scale?
I don't necessarily think it's one that I would go out and say to myself, "Ooh, it's been a year since I've seen Legally Blonde. I have to go out and watch it now."
Mm-hmm.
But if I was, scrolling through the channel guide on the TV and it happened to be on, yeah, I'll stop and watch it, especially if there's nothing on. I mean, it's not
Because it
necessarily
really
something
is.
that I'm just going to rush out. Say what?
No, sorry. Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Like, but it is one of those movies. Like, there's just movies that you can see on TV that you can drop into it no matter what place in the movie it is, and you can just keep watching it. Like, some movies you can do that and some you can't. And this is definitely one of the ones that you can just, which I think that's probably a comedy thing, like for the most part. So, but I mean, I get why it wouldn't be. It's a quote unquote chick flick. Like, I get it.
But it's fun. It's probably a different kind of fun for us than it is for like the male listeners and Kasey, just because all girls want to be popular. Well, most of us want to be popular and liked and pretty and be able to wear all the cute clothes and have a little dog named Bruiser and the pretty car and
But to be fair, a lot of us, that's how we were raised.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't. But again, Elle definitely goes outside her comfort zone and kind of shows that. I mean, obviously, yes, for girls, because it's a girl's storyline, it's whatever. But I think even for anybody, if you want to do something different, you can go do something different.
Exactly.
Even if it starts out for maybe the kind of wrong reason, you can figure shit out. It's a good coming of age story.
It's not necessarily that it was the wrong reason. It's just she was trying. That was what was important to her. Like that was, the biggest portion of her life. She was trying to maintain that. So it wasn't necessarily the wrong reason. She just wanted that life back. So then, as the movie went on, the priorities changed, which is what, evolved her reasoning for wanting to do all of this is for herself. So I don't know. It's just, there's so much empowerment in that line of thinking, you start off because you want to win your boyfriend back. And because, that may seem shallow to some, but to her, that's what her priority was. Like that she had her future whole planned out with Warren.
Exactly.
Or Warner or whatever his name is. Why do I keep calling him Warren?
I don't feel the need to explain my art to you, Warren.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then it culminates in her realizing that she's a fucking badass.
Yeah. It's funny that she's like, I'm never going to be good enough for you, am I? And then at the end, it's like, well, he was never good enough for you. You just didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So. Well, all right. Should we get on to our top fives, or Kasey, is there anything we can cover?
I think we pretty much covered it all. If you guys are ready, we can move on to top fives.
Okay. Do you guys have any quotes that I missed? Because I know there's some good quotes. I don't know if there's anything.
We'd be here all night. We would be here.
I know. I didn't know if there's something that stuck out to you guys that.
I like when she calls him just like his last name was just the way it is. I'm Alan. This is Bruiser Woods.
Yeah, I love that she introduces him by his last name. Yes. What was yours, Kasey? I think we're on a delay.
Yeah,
what was the one you were reading?
For that matter, all masturbatory emissions where his sperm was clearly not seeking an egg could be termed reckless abandonment.
Yeah, I love that whole exchange when she was
It's
like,
so good.
has he kept track of all of his masturbatory deposits?
Well, and with the way things are going nowadays, and I love that some people have tried to introduce that exact thing into law. Just obviously it's not going to pass, but they're like, if you're gonna, tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body, okay, well, if you're gonna jack off and you're not trying to get someone pregnant, then clearly that's reckless abandonment. Yeah, that was so funny. I think you just won your case. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I love how she's so respectful. Although Mr. Huntington makes an excellent point. Not to mention her outfit in that scene, the purple sweater with the hot pink like under collared shirt. Oh, gorgeous. I love how you see her wardrobe evolve, but even when she's conforming more to the lawyer wardrobe, she's still making it her own. Like, even when she's wearing that black and white dress to come into the office, she's making sure that this is a designer dress. Like, look at the ruffles at the bottom. Look at this ruffle up here. Like, she's going to look lawyerly and less flashy, but she's still going to be fashionable, and I love that. So, yes, Kasey, that was a good one. Don't you look like a walking felony? So gross. So gross. But it's also funny.
All right. Shan, do you have a top 5 list to share with our awesome unpopped kernels?
It's just a list of 5 things that I like, or anything, right?
Anything that can remotely relate to the movie.
Okay. Let's go top 5. I didn't give this any thought.
Hey, I gave you like 3 hours warning.
Appropriate boardroom lawyer meeting snacks.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna say, let's go inappropriate because it's a lot easier.
Ooh, I could go with so many.
Like things you should not eat while you're in a meeting, like with other attorneys. Like if you're having lunch catered, things you should not eat. First, I'm going to go with spaghetti.
The smell of Italian food would lull me right into a nap, so I'm okay with that.
But it's so messy. I would end up with
it very messy. Fair.
Second, I'm going to go with yogurt. People scrape the yogurt containers like it's a line of Coke.
And?
It would be distracting.
Okay. All right. What if I just did one of these? Stuck my tongue in it.
That would be perfectly acceptable.
Would that be distracting? Would it?
Probably. If you were tongue deep in a bowl of yogurt, probably. Burnt popcorn.
Oh God, yes.
Microwave fish.
Any fish.
Yes.
Like tuna salad.
What about sushi? Messy.
Okay, but sushi isn't typically smelly, so I'd be okay with that.
And then steamed cauliflower because it smells like a fart.
Cauliflower? Oh, do you like cauliflower, Kasey?
I love cauliflower.
I can't stand cauliflower.
I love cooked cauliflower with cheese on it.
Cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, the smell of both of those things, either one, I want to vomit. I have never tried either one because the smell gives me such a visceral reaction that I want to throw up. Yeah. I went to the movies with one of my friends once, and she got fried cauliflower, and I thought I was going to vomit like the entire movie. I was like, I need you to get this away from me.
Yeah. I was like that with ramen when I was pregnant with Jody. The smell of ramen.
Ooh. I could see that. See that.
Terrible.
But yeah.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts and cauliflower. Like, ugh, the smell. So yeah, I'm with you. Okay. So I went with my top 5 favorite movie courtroom scenes. And I decided to keep my top 5 to comedy. But for my honorable mentions, I did want to mention my 2 favorites that, well, 3 favorites that are dramas. So the first one would be Matthew McConaughey's Closing in A Time to Kill.
Oh, God.
Like, classic.
It's like, now imagine if that little girl were white. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, God. That whole scene. Just, yeah. A Few Good Men, You Can't Handle the Truth. Like, so quotable. That whole scene is so just dynamic, intense, and amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is, while not the main twist of the movie, the ending courtroom scene in Primal Fear, where Ed Norton's character switches over to the other character.
Mm-hmm.
The spoiler is the obviously best part of the movie when you realize what was really happening. But the fact that he changed over into his quote unquote other personality, like that whole scene was just like terrifying and crazy. So, okay. Sorry. So for my top 5, I did comedies. Number 5 is Idiocracy. That whole movie's hilarious and unfortunately relevant, but that courtroom scene, they said you robbed a hospital. Why did you do that? I'm not guilty. That's not what that other lawyer said. I love that movie. Okay. Number 4, Liar, Liar. Really all of the courtroom scenes, but specifically where he brings out the birth certificate and figures out, he's like, the truth shall set you free.
Mm-hmm.
That's all amazing. Number 3, Kasey, don't say anything. I'm going with the whole courtroom scene in Ghostbusters 2. If I got to be specific, the part when he's like, well, you know what, kitten? Sometimes things happen that can't be explained. Shit happens, and who are you going to call? But really, the whole courtroom scene in Ghostbusters 2 is just hilarious. The Scolari brothers. Don't look at me like that, Kasey. You know that part's funny.
I was told
number 2 and number 1 are honestly interchangeable for me, but I think one just barely has the edge. So for number 2, we're going to go Legally Blonde, the scene where she realizes or figures out that Chutney's guilty. Like,
who names their kid Chutney?
Right? Like, fucking East Coast rich people. That's who.
Apparently.
Who names their kid Putnam Bowes Huntington III?
Yeah.
I love that they threw Putnam Bowes in there.
Are those the printing people? Or
Yeah.
is that Putnam Bowes?
No, what is Putnam Bowes? I thought it was like a Hewlett Packard kind of like an electronics kind of company.
That's Pitney.
Oh,
that's what Shana initially wanted to name Jody.
Yes, Pitney.
Oh, so maybe they just played off that, and that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know what Putnam means. That's my high school name too, was Putnam City, which isn't the name of any city anywhere in the state of Oklahoma. So I don't know. But anyway, I don't know what Putnam means. All right. And then number 1 is obviously My Cousin Vinny. The whole car scene. Yeah.
I like when he was like the 2 youths. The what?
The 2 youths.
The youths. The young guys. The youths. And then
again, every courtroom scene in that movie is hilarious between Herman Munster and what's his name from Goodfellas, Joe Pesci. But their chemistry is so amazing. But specifically, the scene with Marissa Tomei is just
she won an Oscar
knock it out of the park.
I think
Did
she won an
win
Oscar.
it?
Yeah, I think she won it.
She was.
She won Best Supporting Actress that year.
Oh, okay.
Best Supporting Actress,
which is hard to do with a comedy.
Yes. Meanwhile, she probably didn't even get nominated for that movie she did with Christian Slater, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Untamed Heart.
Untamed Heart. Ugh.
The Monkey Heart.
You guys, if you have not seen Untamed Heart, it is a gem from the 90s that nobody talks about. Rosie Okay, sorry. Kasey, what's your top 5?
I went with top 5 cutest movie pets. Because it was brought up in one of my show announcement posts by Movie Myths that Bruiser doesn't get enough screen time in this movie.
He does not. Can I, before you start, say something really quick? For people that know, I have a white Chihuahua. And if you don't know, I have a white Chihuahua. I campaigned for like 3 straight days for his name to be Bruiser Woods. Not just Bruiser, but Bruiser Woods. We would call him Bruiser Woods every time. Bruiser Woods Kohlhofer III. I got overruled, but he did still get a regal name. Both of my pets have very regal names. His name is Jack Cornelius Kohlhofer.
I've got a Larry Quinn Mersal.
Okay.
After the Impractical Jokers.
Oh, okay. And Pearls is Pearl Cordelia. But yeah.
I helped name her.
You did. I campaigned so hard for Bruiser Woods and did not win. I was very sad. Also, Bruiser Woods better make your list or I'm going to hurt you. Continue.
Okay. I feel like my number 5 is going to be my personal end-all be-all. If you know me, you should know what my number 5 will be. So we're going to go in reverse order, and we're going to start at the top and go one down. Number 1 from The Wizard of Oz, everybody's favorite Toto.
Such a cutie.
Number 2, the there's no way of saying it. The probably world's most famous collie in the world, Lassie. Number 3, Bruiser Wood.
I'm Elle Woods, and this is Bruiser Woods.
Number 4 is Marley from Marley and Me.
Oh. We've got one more slot, and I'm hoping the one I'm thinking makes it.
Me too.
The next 3 names I read off are probably not going to be the ones that you're hoping for. Number 5 from my number 3 favorite movie of all time, The Green Mile, Mr. Jingles.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's a good one.
And then the Off the Wall 2. From the classic D. Wallace Stone movie from 1983, I believe. Cujo.
Yes, that's what I thought your number 5 was going to be.
You should have thought this one was going to be my number 5. Because my honorable mention number 1 is from the classic Stephen King movie Pet Sematary. It is Church.
Church. AKA Kiwi, my little kitty that died 3 years ago this week.
Oh. The two I was thinking of did not make your list, and I was going to say Falcor from Neverending Story.
Oh,
I didn't think about Fantastical Beasts.
yeah, fair. I mean, you're thinking pets, like pets. I get it.
And then Dogpool.
Yep.
Dogpool. That's a good one.
Dogpool has a special place in my heart.
Donkey. That's a good one. We actually did a sip list on that, and I can't remember who you weren't on that one. I cannot remember what we did movie pets, and I can't remember who mine were. Oh, but yeah, good choices. Very good choices.
All righty. So I feel like I'm beating my head against a brick wall asking this question. But if you ladies were to rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being hot garbage and 5 being what you're going to give this movie, because I'm not stupid at the end of the day, what would you give this movie? 1 being hot garbage and 5 being the number the rating that you're going to end up giving this movie at the end of the day anyway. So
I couldn't remember if it was 10 or not. I'm going to go 4.5 Tiffany necklaces in a swimming pool drain.
Do not speak that evil into the world.
Only because, like we had talked about, the progression of the movie seemed a little bit rushed to me. I would like there to have been more development of her honed skills, not just, it made it seem like it was pure luck that she figured these things out, like, that these things fell into her lap. So I would love to have more focus be on, her, because they did a great job of having like when she was debating in class and stuff, and she was like, neither, I would rather have an innocent client, just stuff like that. When she was like doing that kind of stuff, I loved that. So I just wish there was more of that in there.
So, I'm going to actually disagree with that. Although Miss Lindemann makes an excellent point.
You can eat my ass.
Later.
Once the camera's off.
Yeah, later. Although I understand your point, I think that the point of this story was never her legal skills. And I agree. Like, I stand by my statement earlier that we talked about. Like, it felt like, okay, she's not going to get that lucky every single time. But what I think was more important, that was going to like fuel her progression mentally, like educationally, was her becoming a better person.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw more of in the movie. And I think that was more important than her honing her legal skills. So I get what you're saying, but I actually think they did a perfect job. I have like basically, other than what I like, 0 notes in this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 passed LSAT exams. Not I've heard of that. It's where you get a rash on your... I know you're upset about this, but can't you just take a Percocet? Forgot about that one. Kasey, you go. You're muted, buddy. Wah, 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 wah.
So I'm probably going to go down the road of saying stuff about this that some people may not necessarily expect me to say, but I thought the movie was funny. Yeah, it can be considered pretty inspiring as well. I think it was well done from top to bottom, even if my scratching of straws to find something bad about it was some of that stuff at the end of the courtroom scene. I mean, other than that, it's definitely not something I'm going to run out. Like I told Shannon, not something I'm going to rush out and rewatch over and over and over again. But it's something that I will happily sit down and watch whenever the mood strikes. So I'm going to give it 4.5 little last season Pradas out of 5.
Nice. Don't stomp your last season Prada shoes at me, honey.
They're not last season.
You bitch. That whole scene was so funny.
And what was your boyfriend's name?
He did leave a share tape in the pool house once.
All right. So with all of that said, yours truly needs to go get some dinner because his blood sugar is going through the floor.
That's not good.
But we can't
Okay.
end the episode though without thanking the Unpop Colonels for being here each and every week. You guys are amazingly incredible and awesome, and even to the effect that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Bad Moms last week pulled over 200 views, so
Woo!
I personally didn't think it was one of our best episodes ever, but you know,
Wow.
we still found a way to
thought
pull.
I was in rare form, but whatever.
I didn't feel like I was. I didn't say, both about it.
I still
It
laugh
is what
at
it
the
is,
Cyclops
but-
episode.
Don't keep going.
Whenever I need a giggle, I'm trying to figure out how to turn that into a ringtone.
Oh Lord.
Kasey, talk. Mute me. Stop it.
I will not mute you.
Every once in a while, there's podcast gold that.
Not the Cyclops.
You did it. Look at you.
You're a big boy.
I mean, we couldn't get through the whole fucking Reapers reunion episode without having one of those and get
We
them
were on our
tissue
best
out and dry
behavior.
your eyes, you big
We were.
pussy.
We were trying so hard, and then you just. Woo.
You took it from us, and we're like, yes, we've broken him.
Oh, Kasey, what's a cyclops?
It's like a cyborg.
Or no, what's a cyborg? Yeah,
Like a
it's
like
the
a
thing
cyclops.
with one eye.
Kasey, you are my hero.
I'm everybody's hero.
Stop muting me.
I got tears forming.
Me too. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
We are laughing because the fact that was caught and you were such a good sport about it. Like at that, it takes a rare person that can laugh at their own, unintentional jokes. Like,
I'm
that's
just
rare.
tired.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You are. We all are. We feel you, buddy.
The fact that you handled it like a champ, like, it was awesome. Like, just the whole reaction. You're like, as soon as it came out of your mouth, you're like, shit.
And what's funny is I was literally thinking, no, that's a cyclops. And then Chris said it, and then I spit my drink everywhere. I still don't know what a cyborg is.
It's like a cyborg is like half man, half machine, like RoboCop.
Okay. Love you, Kasey. Mean it.
Yeah. Can I finish now so I can go eat since I'm down to 92?
Absolutely.
92 is good.
Not trying to
But
shame.
yes.
I just need to go eat because I don't want it going any fucking lower than it absolutely has to. Because somebody, not naming any names, that one yells at me when I record podcasts and let my glucose go low.
Well, we're not supposed to do that.
I know. That's why I'm saying I need to wrap up and finish so I can go eat.
Well,
but again, as much as we thank Young Pop Kernels for being here, definitely have to thank Shana for coming back. We've missed you.
Thank you for
It's
having
long
me.
overdue, and you are welcome to come back anytime you want. I'll just be back here in the shadows while you guys have your joyous wonderment. But coming up next week on An Evening at the Movies, we will be back next Thursday to continue Women in History Month and female-led movies, and we'll be talking Hidden Figures. And then
I've not seen that one yet.
the last
Watch that.
oh, it's so good. Okay.
And then we will wrap up the month of March with a movie that I have not seen yet that will be available to stream within the next 7 to 8 days. That will be Wicked Part 2.
I also have not seen it. So.
And then only because I made the promise last week and I said I would deliver it this week. I do know what we are talking about in April. And the 4 movies we will be discussing for Cop Month is Let's Be Cops, Super Troopers. Everybody will be kung fu fighting this week when we discuss Lethal Weapon 4 because they were kung fu fighting in that movie. And then the classic 1980s Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio Estevez classic, pure genius. And Amanda's bird will be twitching like a motherfucker for probably an hour talking about Aiden Quinn.
Oh, yes.
Amanda, you love your Aiden Quinn. Don't deny it.
God, I love him so much.
But we will talk Stakeout. So, lots of great stuff coming
90s
up.
heartthrob.
Benny and June.
Far and Away? No, not Far and Away. A River Runs Through It.
I'm thinking of Legend of the Falls.
Legends of the Fall. Thank you. All of those movies are interchangeable to me. Legends of the Fall. Thank you. My God.
Hope Floats.
He's not in Hope Floats.
Doesn't he play the cop?
There's not a cop in Hope Floats.
Oh, that's Practical Magic. Never mind.
Oh, yes. Practical Magic. Okay. All right. Sorry, Kasey. Aiden Quinn.
Oh, and we're back to freaking Cyclopses and cyborgs again. But yes, lots of great stuff coming up over the next month and a half. So you will find us here every Thursday. If you cannot be here on Thursdays to join us, you can find us on Friday mornings. First thing in the morning, all episodes will be releasing. So thanks for being here, everyone. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Shana, for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
And anytime, you're welcome whenever you want. And that one can take us home.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching now or watching tomorrow, happy Friday the 13th. Don't go swimming. Don't go into the woods. Don't split up. Don't have sex.
Don't
get
sex.
drunk. Just have a safe day. And we hope you all come back for an evening at the movies. Goodbye.
Bye. All right, I gotta pee. Love you guys.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Michael Bolton.
Live.
Don't be a frigid